How many songs did you make for this album?
Entirely?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like throughout the entire process.
Child. Probably, because it was a combination of obviously creating records and then some records being pitched, but definitely over like 150.
Damn.
To like 100, yeah. It was a lot of songs.
So you're sitting on all those records.
It's a lot of songs.
Lot of songs.
My team always makes a joke. They're like, girl, you could have had 3 albums out by now.
3, maybe. Maybe 5.
Maybe 5.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. It was a lot of songs. But like I said, I feel like this body of work specifically kind of encompasses and captures me over the course of the last 5 years. So like Insomnia was like the oldest song I think on the project.
Why
which
didn't
was
it need
done
to be on there?
It was done like at the beginning of the pandemic. At one point it was on, at one point it was off. And then my new management came along and Lydia was like, girl, you better put that song on this
Well,
project.
it's produced by Victoria Monet.
It is.
And
yes.
she is
Incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
Is Brandy on that song?
Yes. Brandy's, she did the vocal production. So you could hear her like a lot at the end. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll get her on like a remix or something. I feel like that would be really dope. But I went in, it was with Stargate, Victoria, and Taylor Parks.
Taylor Parks is one of the,
I know.
greatest
I miss her.
writers.
I haven't seen her in ages.
She's an icon.
She really is. And I had this song called Something Is Missing by Brandy as inspiration. And I wanted the record to feel like that. And it's basically like her doing everything but just vocally led. So I wanted to do something exactly like that. And I was just like, I showed them the song. And then by the end of it, I was like, that'd be really dope if Brandy could get on. But me thinking that she wouldn't, you know how we do that?
Yeah, of course.
We kind of assume what people's response would be. And so I was like, okay, I'm just going to shoot my shot. We ended up sending it to her and she loved it. So it was kind of like, it was so full circle because it's.
How does that work? Does she get into the studio with you? Does she do it on her own?
She did it on her own.
Sick.
Yeah. I didn't care how she wanted to do it. I just wanted her to do it. I was like, this is so dope because she's somebody that I've looked up to for such a long time, like especially being a Black girl, you know? I remember her version of Cinderella. Oh. That was my favorite growing up because I was able to identify with her and Whitney. So
iconic.
Yeah.
There's very few artists like her.
Very few.
She is
her vocal capabilities,
crazy,
the tone,
dude.
The textures, like she's it.
So where are you at when you come in to write this record? Because you're in there with Victoria, you're in there with Dela. Are you in a certain space? One of the lyrics is, I wish you didn't call me. Mm-hmm. There's so much it reminds me of.
Yeah. There's definitely somebody that comes to mind.
Yeah.
For sure. And I'm sure we can all identify with that.
That's art.
Yeah, it's like you feeling conflicted, or me at least remembering feeling conflicted. It's like, damn, like this hurts that you're actually reaching out, but at the same time, I don't want you to not.
I get it.
Yeah. And I think that also, for me, that song, when I listen to the project, at least, like it stands out. I feel like it's a standalone record just because of the essence and the energy and the vulnerability that I feel like I have in that song. That's a different energy than like Big Boy or Candy Paint, you know? Totally different.
Why'd you take it off the album initially?
Honestly, I think that I felt like I had outgrown it, but we made a lot of modifications to it to kind of make it feel like where I'm at now. Totally. It wasn't necessarily what I was talking about, but I think sonically with where it seemed like the album was going, I didn't necessarily feel like it made total sense, but I'm glad that it was brought back.